Hey folks, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of D20 Sundays. I figured I would share a themed story from my past, considering it is Christmas Eve now. Christmas is tomorrow. This actually is how my thief stole Christmas. This was back during my second edition days. It was not really Christmas per se. It was some sort of festival. I don't know. It was like Christmas-like, and it was set in this one kingdom, and they were giving a lot of gifts away and everything. And my thief was in the giving mood, and he was trying to do the right thing, but unfortunately, things didn't go that well. So it all started with my thief helping out the paladin and the cleric with all the festivities of, decking up their guild hall that they had purchased and, getting everything set up for everyone. And while he's setting everything up, he overhears the talk about how there have been a large slew of robberies as of late. Now, the paladin and the cleric automatically assumed it was my guy because, well, he's got some pretty sticky fingers and he's stolen a good bit in the past. But, it wasn't him this time. We were a little too busy doing the decorations and stuff in order for my guy to even bother going out stealing anything. And he had actually bought a number of presents legitimately for the rest of the group. But then it turns out someone was stealing the presents and stealing the decorations, and, they could never figure it out. It was essentially how the Grinch stole Christmas. Someone was being the Grinch and stealing Christmas. We gave the Dungeon Master such a hard time for that. But, we decided, it's Christmas time. Why not? Why not play How the Grinch Stole Christmas? So we decided we're going to go and we're going to go find this Grinch and we're going to beat the crap out of him and, return the presents to their rightful owners. And, yeah. So we ended up going down this long, arduous path up the mountain and to the very top, all the while fighting off little gnolls and oh god, what else were there? I think they're called Durgar. I can't remember them exactly. They were essentially evil dwarves who were, causing trouble for us and everything because they're like, oh no, you mustn't go up there. You mustn't fight the Grinch. You mustn't stop his plans to steal the happiness from everyone else. So I was like, okay, fine, whatever, This is the first time we've heard about this guy and everything, considering we've been living in this, guild hall for almost a year now, and this is the first we've heard of him, and so we're like, okay, someone's in their turf, let's go kick him out. We get up there to the very top after fighting our way through, I don't know, probably 4 encounters of gnolls and Durgar, or evil dwarves, whatever they were. And we got all the way to the top, and there he was, this crotchety old man that was the Grinch. He was really powerful, too. He turned into this big, hairy, green yeti that we had to fight. And it was a pretty good fight. And I only remember it mostly because the paladin could not land a hit to save his life. He was just having the worst of rolls, and me and the cleric and the bard had to support him through the whole thing. And then once it became apparent that we're not going to be able to beat him easily, we have to outthink him. I decided, or rather my thief decided, that I'm going to run over to the presents and distract him by saying, I'm going to return all the presents while you guys, keep him busy. And of course, the Grinch turned his gaze immediately upon me, and he was like, no, you must not ruin my plans. And, this is when things got bad. So, we were able to, eventually fight off the Grinch, per se. The rolls for us got worse, and the rolls for him got better. I think some sort of like cosmic deity was like, ah, no, 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 you're gonna roll like crap for the rest of this night. So I did terrible roll after terrible roll. I ended up getting like the crap beaten out of me twice. I got healed so that way I could, keep fighting and everything. But that when you come like 2 hit points away from just dying, because remember those days in second edition, it's like when you hit 0, you were dead. There was no saving throws. There was nothing. It's like 0 hit points, dead. You're dead. And it's like, ugh. But no, the cleric was able to keep me alive and everything, keep everyone alive. We had healing potions, thank God. And when we finally defeated the Grinch and the bard started skinning him. Yeah, the bard skinned the Grinch. I don't know what he planned on doing with that, but anyway, he skinned the Grinch, and it's like, okay, me, the paladin, and the cleric start like loading up the presents and stuff to bring him back, and it's getting like really late, like hard to see. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna light some torches and so on. Well, the DM, in his infinite wisdom, decided, hey, Auric, you guys have been fighting a long time, and it was a hard trek up here. It's winter time, and it's at the top of a mountain. You guys are exhausted. I need each of you to make a check to see if you can competently light your torches. And the paladin gets it done, the bard gets it done, the cleric gets it done. Not one for me. And I was like, really? Really? I'm gonna die because I set myself on fire. Gah. I ended up taking like 20 points of fire damage before they were able to put me out. And I was like barely alive. And then finally the DM asked, what did you guys do? And you saw Orc set himself on fire. And Paladin immediately answered, well, I threw my torch aside and, tried to help put him out. And the cleric's like, I did the same. The bard's like, I just stood there. And I was like, okay. Orc, what happened to your torch when you got caught on fire? It's like, I probably threw it or dropped it. It's like, okay. So, when you get Orc put out, you realize that the presents are burning. I had set myself on fire and in terror dropped the torch onto the presents, burning most of them. I think we ended up scavenging some, and we ended up using a lot of our funds and stuff to like replace the presents and everything. And oh man, I decided from then on I am never making anyone making a torch check, no matter how bad the trek was or how strenuous things have been. Purely because I didn't want anyone to ever fail a torch check and almost kill themselves or kill whatever they're supposed to be saving. But it remained amongst the party members that, the Grinch tried to set the presents on fire. But whenever we were alone and no one was in earshot, you would often hear, and then there's Auric who tried to steal Christmas. I didn't try and steal it. I just accidentally set myself on fire. And I think, that's the only holiday-themed campaign or session that I have ever done. And I do not plan on ever doing that again. Because I don't want to lose that memory of my thief setting himself on fire with the presents just after beating the crap out of the Grinch and saving the town and everything and saving the holiday spirit. Anyways, I figured I'd just share that quick thing with all of you and wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Catch you later.